I have always been drawn to art. But when I was a little girl, I was in my classroom, probably it was third grade, and we were working on an art project, something we rarely got to do, but I loved. And as I was working at my desk on my project, I was feeling inspired, and I was doing my art just a little different than what was expected. And I was feeling so good about it and creative. And the teacher came over and lifted up my art to show the class, and my heart leapt. I thought, oh, she's going to praise me in front of everyone. And what she did was she held my art up and she told everyone, this is the wrong way to do this. And I was scolded, and she set it back on my table and said, do this over again. I was humiliated. My love for art went underground. I no longer expressed myself as having this passion for art, and instead I hid it. And I secretly, occasionally, would find my colored pencils or my watercolors, and I would express at home. And as I grew up, I didn't feel good enough about myself to sign up for and take the art classes that I longed to take. Gradually, as I became an adult, I had a depression, and it was serious and it lasted a long time. And I went to therapy, I was on my medication, I wrote in my journal, and still felt like something was lacking in my own ability to communicate what was going on inside. Bit by bit, I got out my watercolors again, and I began splashing them on the surface of the canvases or the paper just to express my inner turmoil and vent some of it. And I would take these paintings to my therapist, who honored my journey. And it resonated so much with me because it was the story of my process of healing from a very serious depression. And every time I did that, my mood lifted just a little bit, but sometimes a little bit is a lot when you feel awful. And I decided there was really something to this. So I went back to school and I studied psychology and I studied expressive art and art therapy. And now I am so excited that in my job, I get to help other people use the arts or explore themselves through the expressive arts and find their own healing journey, and find that they can validate and understand and process their own feelings and difficulties in life, and then find the words to communicate. As they share what they've created, we find the words to share with another human what was going on inside as we share our art. And then we feel less alone in the world. And that's so important in healing.